Hi, my name is Jessica. I am an essential oil educator, also a certified yoga instructor. I'm certified to lead yoga for 12-step recovery and have a bachelor's degree in psychology. All of these things together have helped me to aid my pathway of recovery from addiction. I'm a person in long-term recovery, and I'm so grateful today to be sharing with you some information about essential oils. Specifically, this video series is going to talk about how essential oils can help us to sort of keep our mind, body, spirit connection strong throughout this pandemic. First of all, in the first video, I'm going to talk about how essential oils originated, where they originated, a short history, and then how we use them, the practical applications, some tools of the trade, and then some safety precautions. The next video, we will be talking about how the situation in our world, the pandemic, has affected our minds, our thinking patterns, and then I'm going to go through some information about that, and then how all of these essential oils specifically that came in the Serenity House's kits that they handed out, how all of these oils can help us with our mind. The second video will be about our body, and the fourth video will be about our spirit. So the reason that I chose this mind, body, spirit connection for the theme of these videos is because it's the core behind all holistic treatments, all holistic pathways, not only of recovery, but of living, right? This idea that in order to be centered, full, well, whole, we have to keep in account the mind, the body, and the spirit. They are all equally valuable and necessary in keeping our wellness, our wholeness, our happiness. So I think that that should be pretty fun to discuss the theme of those three things through all of this. So I'm going to just start out with a little bit of history about essential oils. What are they? Sometimes essential oils can get a bad rap. There have been some documentaries or things along those lines that might portray this pathway and this plant medicine in a different way than maybe it should be. Essential oils are simply plants boiled down into a liquid form, right? So they are concentrated hydrophobic liquid containing volatile chemical compounds from plants. See, I'm more of like an emotional girl and connection on that level, so when I have to talk about science, I need notes. It's actually created by steam or water distilling, or in some plants, they use a cold press process. So what this does is it boils down the plants to their essence, to their vital components, right? So that's why it's so tiny. One little bottle has such powerful essence that even one drop of what's in here can provide a healing modality, right? Medicine. It's absolutely plant medicine. Essential oils date back thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians were the first people to use essential oils that they have found record of. Their essential oil distiller pots have been found and dated back to 3500 BC. So that's a pretty big deal. If these things have been around that long, they got to have something behind them, right? They used these oils for spiritual purposes, cosmetics, and of course medicines, actual healing medicines. China and India also explored the use of essential oils as far back as the Egyptians. They became an integral part of the Indian medicine world of Ayurveda, which is again this practice of connecting mind, body, and spirit to become whole and well. This is really cool. How do we use these oils today? I could go on and on a million different ways about how we use essential oils today. I personally use them in every area of my life. All my children, my pets, my cleaning, everything. They can be used in so many versatile ways. Emotional support, reducing anxiety and depression, which is huge. Helping to swap out harmful chemicals in our everyday products. I'm going to talk a lot more in depth about that specifically in the body video, but we use a lot of products every single day. If you were to actually sit down and list the amount of products that we use, it would be staggering. And there are actually apps or websites that you can use to scan barcodes or to, check the safety of the products you're using and see if the chemicals in those products are safe for the body. And some of them are not. So there's a lot of things that you can make homemade that can use these essential oils to up the power of them, their cleaning power or their, efficacy, and then replace those harmful chemicals. And a lot of times that saves you money too, which is this whole side thing, but always good to know, right? For pet support, bug bites, focus, which is huge. During all of this time of strife in the pandemic, it has taken a lot of our focus and our energy away from us. I'm going to talk more on that as well, but these are awesome tools to help you focus, help you concentrate. It's just like an extra tool, right? Physical ailments of every kind. There's kind of a joke in the essential oil world that there's an oil for that. Whatever that is, there's an oil for it. And I can absolutely attest to that as being fact. I have been using essential oils for I think about 3 years now regularly, and I'm still learning so much. There's this endless, vast world of knowledge regarding the things that they can be used for, and it's so fun to learn all of the different ways. 4 short videos for the Serenity House can't possibly even, put a drop in the bucket of the world that these have. So I just want to strongly encourage everybody to do their own research and to explore this world for yourself with an open mind, and just know that all the information in these videos might be a lot to soak in, but we just do it one drop at a time. It can be used in teas and cooking. I'm going to put an asterisk next to that, and I will touch on that in a couple of minutes. And also, one of the bigger things that we're going to discuss through the next series of videos is healing trauma. What we are going through in this world today is certainly very traumatic. A lot of times we associate the word trauma with physical trauma, like a car accident or an accident, or childhood trauma, that sort of thing, or a big life event like a breakup or something along those lines. But the trauma that's happening to the human race all across the world that's happening right now is a very slow, devious trauma it's really sinking in slowly, and we're going to have to deal with the effects of it for years to come. So recognizing it early on, starting to notice those patterns and where the trauma is manifesting or poking out in our everyday life can help us to nip it in the bud, recognize and heal slowly before we just recognize that there's a big wound inside our hearts that we need to heal. So I'm going to go on now to discuss the different ways we can use these oils, because if I were to go through the next couple of videos and just talk about them, you would be like, that's great, but like, what do I actually do with these things? A lot of people get a nice kit of oils and they sit on their dresser and get really dusty. It's just so dusty, and it's really hard to dust all these little bottles. So I first of all just want to encourage everybody out there watching to use them. There is very little way that you can harm yourself by using essential oils. I'm going to go into how you might do that. So that way you know that you're going to be safe, and all the other ways you use them are just going to be helpful for you in one way or another. The first way that we get essential oils into our body is via inhalation. One of the ways that we can do that is a diffuser. Right here is an ionic diffuser, which makes the water into like air crystals, droplets. And there are many different kinds. You can get them on Amazon. Not all of them are created equal. I just want to touch on some of that. I definitely have a few cheaper ones, but the ones that I keep next to my nightstand, I've made sure are of a higher quality essential oil grade plastic, because essential oils come in a glass bottle for a reason. They erode plastic over time. So if you'll notice, maybe you went to the farmer's market and you got some bath salts that have essential oils in them. They most likely came in a glass jar. And that's because the oils, their natural properties are so potent, they'll break down the plastics over time and actually put plastic particles into the products themselves, or in the case of a diffuser, into the air that you're breathing over time. So just be mindful when you're searching for a diffuser that you find one that's right for you. We can also use diffusers in the form of jewelry. There are little lava beads that are put in a lot of necklaces or bracelets or earrings. One little drop on a lava bead will soak right into all the little holes, and then slowly you'll be able to smell them all day long. Also, there are car diffusers, which are pretty neat. Some of them you can just put right on your little slotted heat vent, and then they blow out essential oils there. Driving is a huge source of stress for many, many people, and a lot of people have to drive and be in their car a great deal every day. So that's a wonderful and very inexpensive investment to be able to use essential oils more every day. A lot of times we don't think of the car, right? We think of in our house or home, and so the car is an underrated place in order to get these oils in and near our bodies. The next form that we can use in our bodies is topical. So you can actually apply these oils to your body. Now, some of the oils can be applied neat, meaning no dilution, and then some of them require dilution. So you would need to use a carrier oil like vegetable, coconut, olive, avocado. There's actually a viscosity chart that you can find on the internet. So for an example, if you want something to stay on your skin longer, be absorbed deeper, you would use a higher viscosity oil like an avocado, which is very thick, keeps the skin very moisturized. Now if you want something quick and to go, like maybe on the face, you don't want it to be too oily or something like that, a coconut or a grapeseed oil gets absorbed very quickly into the body and then sort of leaves a drier feeling afterwards. So you can find a chart like that online. Be mindful of the quality of the oils that you are getting. We're going to go into that, but even the carrier oils, make sure that you're finding something that you've done a little bit of research on and believe in its cleanliness and purity. You can put these oils on lots of different body parts, wrists, chest, heart, spine, anywhere that you have aches and pains. Your bottoms of the feet are a common place because it is absorbed quickly into the bloodstream. You can also make your own body products and use essential oils in that way. So like every time you're putting on lotion, every time that you're putting in some hairspray or something like that, the oils are getting on and near you. That type of repetition is one of the best ways to get the maximum benefit of oils, using them in every nook and cranny of the life. You can also, in your home, we talked about, and I'm going to talk more about replacing chemicals. There are all different kinds of hacks on the internet. I'm sure if you Googled essential oil hacks, you would find a lot more. I'm going to touch on the last thing, which is that all essential oils are not created equal. I want to sort of make sure that this is a potent piece of information. These can be plant medicines, but from the wrong company, they can be quite toxic. You need to make sure that you're choosing from a reputable company and that they are therapeutic grade essential oils, that you're also reading the label, that it says 100% essential oils. Also, please know that the laws regarding essential oils are very loose. There aren't a lot of restrictions, and so companies can pretty much put whatever they want on the label. Doing your research to make sure that you're getting the actual genus and species of the plant is important. One of the common things that happens is they will breed GMO plants or offshoots of a certain plant, like lavender. There's a plant called lavandin that is also made into essential oils, and it smells similar, yet it doesn't have the same potency and quality of medicine as lavender does. But because it's so close and there aren't many regulatory, businesses out there making sure we're doing what we're doing, you might be buying something that isn't even lavender. So please just make sure that you are doing your research. The dollar bin at Target or Five Below are probably not good places to get plant medicines that you need to heal your heart, mind, body, and soul. That's all for this video. Just this overview, this very simple introduction to the next 3 videos. We're going to talk about how we can keep that mind, body, spirit connection super strong, integrated. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed day.